Hey everybody, happy Thursday, April 23rd. I can't believe it's almost the end of the month. Oh my gosh. So the assignment that we're going to talk about today is one that you can do today and tomorrow. So if you want to tackle it all today, that's fine, and you have no homework Friday, or if you want to split it up in two. There's about 30 questions that you have to do. So if you want, it'd be really easy to do 15 today, 15 tomorrow. But again, that's up to you. So let's talk about what you're going to be doing. We've been talking a lot about the cell. We've been talking about animal and plant cells and what cells are. But we also recently learned about a whole bunch of different organelles, right? The little things that are inside cells. And that's a lot of information. We have to know what they look like, where they are in cells, which ones are in plants and animals. And then we have to kind of understand the differences between plants and animals and know what all the parts do. So it's kind of tricky. There's a lot of stuff. This is a unit that is difficult to do, especially when we are not in class reviewing and seeing lots of pictures all the time. But we're going to tackle it, and you guys are going to do great. So the next couple of days, it's all about taking a look at and practicing and reviewing and doing a bunch of different activities to help us review and learn those cell parts. So it's okay if today and tomorrow you're kind of confused and you have to look at some extra stuff and it's a little frustrating. Trust me, the more that we practice with these different activities, the more it's going to become so easy, and you're going to be able to do it so quickly, and you're going to be like, boom, I got this. You're going to be excellent, knowledgeable science students, okay? So let me introduce you to a couple things. Obviously, the YouTube video is not here yet, but there's a couple things I want to show you. So we've got a Google Slides that says Cell Practice Slides. This is what you're going to be using, so you want to make sure you open that. Okay. Da-da-da-da, and you should be open to the screen where it says number 1. Okay, let's go back. Also, you have this Google Doc. This is what you're going to be filling in and turning in. Okay, so let me click on that. It's the plant and animal cell practice. It's got a lot of highlighting on it. Okay, and it looks kind of confusing and like a jumble of letters and numbers, but trust me, it's there to help you. Okay, so this is what you're eventually going to turn in. Okay, and then in case you want it, even though there's lots of hints on this animal and plant cell practice worksheet, this is a help sheet that if you want to just keep open and on the side, that's totally fine. So if you click on it, it gives you kind of like a nice cheat sheet. It tells you the plant cell organelles, tells you the animal cell organelles, and then it gives you the answers to the chart that we did. Okay, so it reminds you again, like for example, here's the organelle. Is it in the plant? Is it in the animal? Or is it in both? And then what's its job or its function? So if you're having trouble, keep this Google Doc open, and this will give you some hints, because remember, you're practicing, so it'd be totally okay, just like in class, if you had to look up at a worksheet or look at your class notes, totally okay. This is kind of like your class corrected notes. Okay, so let's go back to Google Classroom, and again, what you have to do is go through these slides and then fill in the answer. So let's look at the slide. Okay, and I'm sorry that you kind of have to toggle back and forth, but it'll go pretty quickly. Okay, so we're going to start with slide 1, and these are just kind of like if we were doing a whiteboard review or review out loud in class, just kind of a way for you to practice. Okay, so take a look at the first question. It says, what kind of cell is this? How do you know? Okay, so now you're going to go to your Google Doc. This should probably already be open, and you're going to go down to number 1. All of the numbers are highlighted, so you know. Notice how it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so forth. Okay, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to type in the answer next to the number, okay? And down here in smaller print or font, there's a little hint. I would suggest that first maybe you try it on your own, and if you don't know it, use the hint to help. And then still, if you're having some trouble, maybe go to that one cell organelle help worksheet, okay? All right, so the first one we said was, what kind of cell is this? And if you look at the hint, it says hint. If it's a square, it's a plant. Remember, plants are really rigid and box-like because they have to kind of be like that, right? They're not moving around like us. If it's a circle, oops, I totally did this wrong. Let's change that. If it's a circle, it's an animal. Okay, so the answer I typed in here is plant because it's square or box shape. Okay, let's do one more example. So let's go to number 2, goes across. So I'm going to go to my cell practice slides, and I'm going to click on the next slide 2. What are the little things inside the cell called? Hint, it starts with an O. So before I even go to the answer document, I might want to say, oh, that's organelles. And I could go and I go to number 2 and I type it in. Okay. And I just try my best with spelling. Remember, a lot of the spelling is available on that help sheet if you want to know what that is. Okay. Or just try your best. Okay. But I wrote down organelles. If I look here, that hint is there, starts with an O. Okay. So this is what you're doing. You're filling these in. And again, there's lots of hints throughout that will help you fill this in. And this is what you're working on Thursday and Friday to help you review the parts of the cell. And it's due 9 p.m. by Friday. Okay, guys, as always, please do not hesitate if you have any questions. Hopefully, this goes pretty quickly. You're getting better at the cell, and have a great weekend, everybody. Miss you so much.